Hello, I am Bill Hartley, a candidate running for re-election for City Council in Bristol, Virginia. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about community development. Community development is one of the key functions of local government. Outside of finance and providing essential services, community development is where the city spends a lot of its time trying to make a strong, resilient community that people want to come and live, work, and play in. So one of the main ways that community development is embodied in a city is through our comprehensive plan. By state code, we have to have a comprehensive plan, have to update it at least once every 5 years, and we're about time to do that here in the city of Bristol. And it comes at a good time because we have new things in our community, such as the last plan did not anticipate the development of Hard Rock, and that is going to affect our community in a lot of ways. So we've been trying to get ahead of that before the comprehensive plan, being proactive, trying to take steps to regulate the potential use of medical marijuana as that becomes more legal in the Commonwealth, in the city, as well as look at zoning and how we can help around some of the changes that are coming with the Hard Rock. Some of those areas, though, of community development that the City Council deals with a lot include mobility. People talk a lot about sidewalks, walkability, transit, the need to expand transit services, and those are things that are included in our comprehensive plan and something I hear a lot about from our residents. Another area is, of course, with our codes and code enforcement, and I'm advocated for and continue to have strong code enforcement as well as additional code enforcement officers to make sure that we can keep our community beautiful and free of blight. Another area that falls within the comprehensive plan community development is the need for parks and outdoor recreation. And I think one of the things we should do is start to look at a comprehensive plan of how we utilize our parks. For example, Sugar Hollow is a 400-acre urban park. We need to develop a plan for how can we best utilize that over the next 10 years and then take some of the new revenues we have coming into the city and fund that plan over that time. Another area, of course, that City Council deals with and works with the Planning Commission is on our zoning and zoning ordinances, and we've tried to be flexible in our zoning, coming up with a flexible redevelopment district, trying to rezone properties to allow for business and housing. And so that's another area, again, we need to go back and look at as we develop our comprehensive plan. Of course, one of the biggest areas of making a city livable is to have housing, and we've tried to encourage housing as much as we can. One of the problems with Bristol is we are landlocked. We're 13 square miles, so the amount of easily developed land for large-scale housing you just don't find here. Much of the large tracts of land are either in a wetland, a brownfield, or on the side of a hill, and makes it very challenging. So we need to think smarter. We need to think about redevelopment instead of new development, and that also fits into things like walkability and having these urban green spaces. And along with housing comes, of course, is homelessness, and that's a big challenge facing our community right now. And again, housing is one solution to it, but I think at the core of our homeless problems are substance abuse and behavioral health issues, and we need to deal with those long term. We also need to look at other community partners in trying to solve that problem. A great example of community development is right behind me in our downtown. The downtown decades ago was thriving, it went downhill. Now we see a vibrant business district with people working and living, coming downtown for entertainment. And one of the great things we've been able to do with that is preserve the historic character of our downtown through tax credits and other means. So, and the great lesson to learn from our downtown redevelopment is that community development involves more than just the city. It involves other partners in the community, Groups such as in downtown Believe in Bristol, but any community group. It involves business groups, and most importantly, it involves active, engaged citizens. And I encourage you to find ways to become active and engaged in our citizens and be that spark plug for change. Again, this is Bill Hartley. I'm a candidate for City Council. I hope you vote for me. Look forward to seeing you on November 8th at the election.